welcome back to the Rgbargeee channel and Agrarian Skies. I've been very busy. I've been busy at work and I've been very busy here as well. I've only been catching little half-hour slots, not really long enough to make a decent video, so haven't made a video. I've neglected my servers. I've got 2 servers to go to now and I haven't even been on. Anyway, that's my apology out of the way. So if anyone there picks this up who is part of one of the servers I'm on, I'm very sorry. Really busy at work. But things are looking up and it looks like I'm going to finally get a bit more free time to get on with this, to get on with my servers. Really looking forward to getting a good start. Let's show you what's new around here. Straight away you would have noticed I've got this. Yep, I've plugged it in and did a lot of umming and ahhing about exactly what I should do. Now if you remember, the very first one I built was the same as this. It's 5x5, so that's 44 casing blocks and 54 heat vents, and then inside I made 18 processors and 9 pattern providers. I think that's what they're called. I can never remember that one. I don't know why. I had to make these 2 items plus what's upstairs for part of the quest, so I did that as well. And for drives at the moment I've got some 1s and some 4s. We got this as part of the quest for crafting some fluid storage stuff, and another couple of 1s in there. If you remember when I did it last time, I made the mistake of trying to make just large capacity drives. Well, you only need the large capacity drives if you're storing in bulk, and because I'm not really storing in bulk, I'm using things as I've built up an amount. I didn't need the big capacity drives. I will do some for when we start bulking up on soil and cobble and dirt, cobble and sand for the hoarding quests. So what did I do? Needed to power this. I've got 2 lava generators powering this and 1 lava generator just over here to a small array of machines. Induction smelter for making hardened glass, which I've just made. Magma crucible, that's for melting glowstone, redstone and ender pearls, so that you can make enderium and other things. That automatically goes in here and will soak whatever you put in here with whatever liquid it's picked up. So I've been making some impulse ducts. This is an energetic infuser. Now if you've noticed the top left of my thing, I have a jetpack now. In fact I have 3, and let's just get out from here. These pigs are annoying me. Hopefully I will remember to turn them down when there we go. Right, jetpack. So you need to make the leadstone jetpack for one of the quests, and as a reward for that quest you can have the redstone, which is the thrusters for the redstone. Now these recipes are a pain. The leadstone not so bad. We need a flux capacitor, which we've already made for a quest, and I made 2 of them. Just one moment while the dogs go past. Yeah, so I made a couple of these, 1 for me and 1 for the quest, and we built that up all the way up to the resonant type. But if you look here, you can see you make a leather strap and all of these components to make a jetpack. And then for the next one, you have a choice. You can either use the jetpack you've just made or a leather strap. Well, I just made the leather straps. I really couldn't see the point in wasting one of these when you can just for 2 iron and 4 leather. So I did that, which was so now I have 3, and I don't think they're charged. So I think I'll just pop down there to that energetic infuser, and I'll show you how that works. It's really simple. I think they used to be called charging stations when I used to play a bit more modded Minecraft, and now those 2 are charged, and it uses power from here. We also got this huge energy cell, and that's my buffer. When I'm using these machines, this would be no good if I was bulk producing anything, because this monster uses up all the power. So it wouldn't be very long at all if I was just constantly feeding that with, for example, pulverized obsidian and lead. It wouldn't take very long for it to strip bare all the lava that's in this system, and that would turn my ME off. So I thought I'll just stick that on there. It's a bit of a waste, but for the moment, until I come up with a permanent solution to the power, this is perfect. I can just come down, I'll do a stack at a time, and then I'll let everything build up again like we're doing now, and the system is full again. So I could come down now and do another stack, which isn't too much of a hindrance. I'm quite happy with that. Now you'll notice as well, I've got rid of lots of chests and barrels and things I've still got over there to do. And you'll also notice I've built this. Now this is we needed to build all the components for this, although not all of them. We needed to build the components for one of the quests, which was, I can't remember. Let's have a quick look. I've got my jetpacks on me now. I'd like to put them away. You can see what I'm going to try and make next. So it was steel powered flight. We made the book by pouring stone over it. I made a graphite bar. We already had yellorium dust from the sludge boiler. I've got all of the big reactor items to make, which we needed steel for most of them. And I had the turbine housing to make, which I needed steel for. Heavy armor I had to do, which I needed steel for. So it kind of made sense to. There's the leadstone jetpack that I made, and you can see we got the thrusters. So that's why I stopped at the redstone size. Plenty of capacity there. I'm not going to be flying for long periods. So I made the high oven, which was this. Out of all the scorched bricks, you put normal clay bricks onto a casting table, and then you pour seared stone over the top. I'll show you how I automated that to an extent, and then we made the deep tank as well. So I had these made. I thought, I need steel, I might as well make a permanent structure, and this is it. So you've got the tank at the bottom, which is, you start with your 3x3 glass in the bottom and a ring of seared stones around it with a deep tank controller, and I've used a duct there to draw the steel off, and you can see it's half done as usual with me. And then you can build this up as high as you like with glass, and then when you get as high as you want, you can just cap it off the same way as you did the bottom. But you must remember when you're building this, and it says in the steelworking and U book, I think, to leave an upturned drain so that you can put the liquids from here into your tank. So I remembered to do that. Then this is just a 3x3 solid at the bottom, and then hollow all the way up and solid at the top. It's 8 high, which is the maximum it recommends, and it can get up to 4,500 degrees that way. And you feed it with charcoal. I've got this automatically feeding a scorched duct, which is an input device, and you can change what it is you're actually feeding in by changing these. Now if you look in the controller, there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So really you need to put 4 ducts into this level, or any level you like, so that you can feed, if you're going to automate steel production, you can feed each of these items in individually. At the moment I just did 1 stack of iron, which sufficed for what I needed. I made a set of steel armour, and that's how I did it. I'm starting to get quite a few fish now. I got another 2 nether fish as a reward. We really must look at doing something with those. I've got all of those apart from the nether fish, I think, and the butterfly fish were a reward as well. The rest I've got just by popping up here every now and again and there being a fish flapping about on the floor. So what else have we been doing well? And is somebody stuck in my tank? That's what I was going to show you, how I automated the bricks. Now I needed a couple of stacks of normal bricks converted into seared bricks to make all those blocks, and I did that via a hopper into the casting table. I would throw the bricks in the hopper. I did 2 or 3 stacks, I can't remember. They would feed onto this table without the ingot cast. Seared stone would be in here. I threw probably about 8 or 9 stacks of grout into here, and that would then turn into seared stone, pour onto the bricks, and they would automatically discharge through my normal system. You can see I've got item ducts into the back of the casting basin, the casting table, with a servo. That's the word I'm looking for. With a servo in there, automatically draws them out, throws them into this chest. So I've been making plenty of that. Now I've made an artificial hide. That was one of the quests as well, which was quite simple. This is noisy. Let's press F3, and I've got 54 in there. It maxes out at 60, I think, which actually isn't enough. I stuck some peat in here out of the sludge boiler. I had it on hand, so I felt that was a good idea. I like to spread these around. I'm not sure whether this feeds from one or the bottom, or whether it cycles through, so I just spread them around a bit. It's no big deal. Let's get away from this lot. So I'm a bit stuck on this at the moment. I'll just turn the sound down for you, and I'll put up with it. I'm trying to turn this block into, I think it's a magician's blood orb. You can see I died here, and it needs 25,000 LP. Now my divination sigil is not with me, so this holds 10,000, 25,000 also tied up in these orbs, but it sucks through the 10,000 so quickly, and I can only get 60 cows to spawn up there, so I can't get the 25,000. I ate all of my small hearts that I got from the mob farms, and it was a fail really, so I need to come up with a better way of feeding mobs into there. Quick snack. As far as new items, I think that's about it. Not sure, last episode I'd shown you the glacial precipitator. I put that in there. That's created all the ice I need, and I turned that in. I think I only needed 1,000 of those, so I've turned that in. I think that's all my progress so far. I popped down to Squiddy and I'm still using that book. I've done loads of scanning. As I was putting all my items from the storage in here, I was scanning each individual item before I put it into the system. It took a long time yesterday, and it's now meant I have got a lot of the aspects there. I'm not sure if I've got them all, but I know I've got most of them. I can tell straight away. And some of them are filling up quite well. I still don't really understand this system. I think it might have been altered for Agrarian Skies. I can't find a way of actually creating a research note. So I think the only way that I can gain all the different items from the Thormonomicon is to actually purchase them with points. But I have quite a few points now built up, and we'll see how that goes. So that's the progress. Nothing spectacular, but it's been quite a big step to get all the items into the main storage now. If we look under here, I'm now using up saplings and leaves. Doing okay for wood. Still not got all the wood that we need for the quests. If we look around here, I've got some stored here as well. I didn't see any point in dropping all this onto the ME system. When I finish the 10,000, I probably will. I'll just auto feed in there. I don't think I'll turn that farm off because it's effective, very effective as is. So that's that for now. This is a squeezer. I filled this up a couple of times to get this amount of seed oil. I'm going to use a lot of it. Some very strange noises from out there. Let's go and have a look what's going on. Is he dying in there? I'm not sure. Anyway. I've taken the mushrooms from here that I've been harvesting and I've put those in the system. And also, if you remember, it was growing some giant mushrooms now and again. And this was actually picking some of them up. So, you can see I'm getting a bit full. I keep taking the gravel and sand out and put that away. Yeah, that's the progress so far. Let's go and make some deep storage units. I've made some hardened glass. And I really need these storage units so I can automate stone, sand, gravel, things like that. And we can do it in bulk without putting it onto the drives. We can use storage buses for it, I believe. So I haven't tried that before, and we didn't get this far last time. So I'm making these. I need to make strong boxes. So I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Need to make hardened strong boxes, which is Invar. Not sure. No, I figured I'd run out of that. Right, let's have a look for Invar. You can see I'm going to have to. I have a block. So let's see how. Oh, I threw that on the floor. Oh dear. Let's throw that back in there out my way. There we go. And the spare glowstone. How far did we get? Oops. There we go. No. Strong. I have 3 strong boxes and 1 hardened. Okay, so I need to make another 3 hardened strong boxes. enough? I don't think I've got enough, you know. 1, 2. Ah, dear. The one thing I thought I'd make this just at the end of the episode, you know, as you do. So I'm going to need some pulverised iron. Not sure whether that's the right type. And what's the other component of? Is it copper? No, it can't be copper. Is it tin? I can't remember. I just made a stack early on, and I've been. It's ferrous metal, of course. So let's go in here. Oh dear, I haven't got any of that. I'm going to take some normal iron with me as well. There we go. Off we go to the pulverizers. So this is one of the things I hope to eliminate. If we turn that off, take those out. There we go. At the moment, I'm still making everything manually. Come across a shortfall, I have to come out here now. The MA system is capable of dealing with that. You can have it automatically craft things. Now I was struggling with that last time. I couldn't get my head around how that works. Conceptum's come back to me like a pro, and he's put me in the right direction. So you can see these are two different types of pulverized. You can't use the pulverized iron just mixed in your crafting bar from the sieves. You have to turn it into iron and then pulverize it again if you want to do it on your crafting bar. You can use that if you want to make invar in the smeltery, which I will be doing very shortly, because I'm going to do a couple of stacks. So if I go iron, I'm going to put a stack of iron in there, and then I go, is it nickel? Yeah. I'm going to put half a stack of nickel in there, and that should make me invar, I think. Put them in like that. Turn that off. Give it a chance to melt all of it so that we get a mix. Okay, let's get on with this deep storage. So, for that, 6 of those, 2 of those, gives me 6 of those. Melt them up quickly. Graphite bars. This is going to be, I'm going to make all of the big reactor items, and you need graphite bars apparently. And I have some steel also, but I can always go and throw another stack of steel in while the smeltery is up to temperature. There's some invar. Throw that in there. Excellent. Strongbox. One more hardened I need. And I've still got it there. There we go. That should be the worst of that over with. Now, deep storage. A tesseract frame, and I'm going to have to fill it with ender. I hope I have enough enderium hardened glass. There we go. Bomb. Oh, ender pills. Oh dear, I don't know how many it takes. I'll take them all with me. So once we've done this deep storage, and I'll got it all set out in my head then how we're going to automatically process these items. I'm going to use a very similar way of processing the ores through the shakers. Oh, get you out of there. I have no idea what I'm doing. There we go. So the... oh, those glowstones still in it. That's going to make a mess. Yep, this is as prepared as I am, and you can see why it takes me so long to get this far and how much work is involved. I need a tank. I'm going to make one of these tanks. I need a fluid duct. Oh no, I don't. Yes I do. No I don't. Yes I do. I have no idea what I need. Fluid duct. One of those. We can go out of bottom. No, I don't think we can go out the bottom. Take a few of those. And the servo. Oh dear. Derpy Derpville. Right, let's get this sorted. I want this done. I want my deep storage units in hand. And then I've got another quest done. And I could have gone out the bottom. Oh. This is what we need. This can go here. That can... output at the bottom. And then we need to click this with our hammer. I just realised there's something else that I need. And that is a remote control for this ME system. Wireless. So I'm going to make one of those as well. Right. What have you got in there? Nothing. I want you to send this item, this, out of the bottom, which is right. So, are you working? Do you need to be pulled out? Oh, I think it probably needs to be pulled out. It's definitely not going into the tank. Okay, so we can live with this. We need our fluid ducts. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make you red. Put a servo in. Yeah, I think this will work. I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping it will draw out that little bit into this pipe, the 100 millibuckets, and that will let me get on with no, it needs to be yellow. There we go. Excellent. Fill up with ender. Put my frame in. How many millibuckets is it going to... oh, it's doing something. Maybe that was enough. Maybe I fluked it for the very first try. But I'm going to have to do something with this glowstone anyway, so let's put that into there. Now it's got the glowstone in it. Oh dear. And there's our tesseract frame. And is there any in there? Doesn't say that there is. I'm going to leave that pipe on there, ugly as it is. We have our tesseract frame now. I was lucky. I thought it might take 8, but we got away with that one. Put that back in there, put these away, put that away, put that away. Bum, 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 bum. Right, we were making deep storage. And that involves all of these things which we now have in our bar. There we go. No, what have I done now? It's not glass at all, is it? It's strong boxes. Oh dear. What have I done wrong here now? That's why they don't stack, do they? No. I don't want strong, I want deep, that's why. Let's deal with this. What have I got? They have to be reinforced with more glass, and I haven't got enough glass now. Oh dear. If we find this, put one there. Ah, hardened glass. Oh no, I've only got enough for 3. 2, 3. I'll leave that one there. Let's go make some more hardened glass. I need pulverized obsidian. And some lead. Lead. You'll do. A bit too much, but there you go. So I hope you're still enjoying this series. Bit repetitive, I know, with having to go over it 3 times. Oh. And a bit repetitive that I have to keep going backwards and forwards now to my ME controller. I could have just put an access point on down below, I suppose, as well. Seeing as the machines are there at the moment. Right, what am I coming up for? I need to get rid of that. I need lead. There we go, that will be plenty. Yeah, so it's been a bit repetitive, but I've done things different this time. I'm trying to preempt what I'm going to need to do next. Obviously, my judgment was well off the track for this. I could have had most of this ready. There we go, that's enough for the last one. Am I going to need another 4? Oh, did I need another 4 to finish it off? No, the strong boxes finish it off, right. Yeah, I haven't prepped for this. I just thought, I'm up early. Nobody's awake yet. I will get this done. 3, 4. Bang. Deep storage. And there we go. Get rid of you. Get the book. Hand it in. No, not you. It was for the hoarding. Yes, claim reward. There we go. I'm going to pick the left one and get it out of the way. So, we'll see what we've got. That'll be the end of this episode. Couple of weeks and that should be organised. I think that's another butterfly. I'm not too sure. Yes, it is. Go in there anyway. try and get a bit more organised for the next one. We have our deep storage, we have our graphite bars. I'm going to make the big reactor items that we need for the quest, and then I'm going to look into actually making a big reactor this time. We need power, we need to get the laser drill set up there somewhere. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.